When people ask why the Bible doesn't mention dinosaurs, I point out that the Bible doesn't mention gorillas, but gorillas exist.
Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
What kind of American are you?
Oh my god. The Bible doesn't mention aliens. So aliens exist. Oh. Amazing how much we have been lied to our entire life. The more I learn, the more I realize that the Bible is more trustworthy than I thought. Buddy, you're indoctrinated to religion the second you're born into a religious family. You know what? I try to rational with the irrational, and that's going to make me look dumb. Moving on. I'm going to like this comment. That's awesome. Next comment says, I would rather have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned. Richard Freeman. And that goes both ways. This comment is the most atheistic comment of all time, because that's exactly what I believe, that if we don't have a definitive proof, for example, how the Earth was made, if the Big Bang is true, I'm not going to lose my mind trying to believe it yes or no. That's the theory until the Big Bang is proven. It's a theory. Idea of we don't know is something that I don't have to cope with. I just accept it. In the panic room, we don't cope, we accept. Let's just keep watching, because obviously there was a cute zebra next to a T-Rex, and they were just like chilling, and they're like, yo, like, what are you up to? Like, yo, paving the way for humanity.
What I'm going to do is run through the 7 F's of dinosaurs. Formed, fearless,
Make an 8th F, because fuck this.
fallen, flood, fated, found in fiction, to see if we can gain some insight into the topic.
Sure.
So let's start at number 1, which is formed.
Okay.
When did God form or create the dinosaurs? Does the Bible say, for example, when God created Tyrannosaurus Rex? Actually, it does. Dinosaurs were land animals. T-Rex is a land animal, right? God says he created land animals and man on day 6 of creation. So therefore, God created dinosaurs and people on
Dinosaurs are obviously 4,000 years old.
the same day of creation. Now, I know what just happened in many of your minds. The hair stood up on the back of your neck and you go, well, wait a sec. That's not what I heard.
Wait a minute.
Man, I need to read National Geographic, you know, that great faith-building magazine, National Geographic, and it said something different. It said, look at this article here. No human being has ever seen a live dinosaur. Yet we know, da-da-da-da-da-da. It sounds so authoritative, doesn't it? I thought Christians were supposed to hold to the authority of the Word of God. Oh, that contradicts. I wonder which authority is correct. Did you know there are many atheists that point to dinosaurs as their reason to have become atheists?
What?
And he said, dinosaurs were my gateway drug to atheism, while I was still 6 or 7 years away from reaching the conclusion.
I love that just put the gateway drug in blue. The Bible can be wrong in yellow. Like, he wants to put the emphasis on those two particular parts.
God didn't either care about us or didn't exist. The dinosaurs had shared an important secret, that the Bible can be wrong. One time at a small group Bible study, I don't even know how the subject came up, but I just mentioned I believe that God created dinosaurs on day 6, because that seems to be the logical conclusion. And this very godly, lovely...
And they move past so much. Like, oh yeah, obviously they were created in day 6.
lady, a Christian lady, she was like, I don't think so. And I said, really? I said, well, why don't you think that? And she said, I just don't think God would create these huge, scary creatures to be in the Garden of Eden. I mean, someone could have got hurt, you know? Look at those big teeth and stuff like that.
By the way, Garden of Eden, like, everything was, like, sinless. Everything was beautiful. So, like, a T-Rex couldn't exist around that time because they would have eaten other animals. So there was no death. That's what I remember from reading the Bible. I don't know if they're gonna...
She appears to have forgotten biblical history, because the second F in the 7 F's here is the fact that God created these creatures fearless. There was no reason to fear them in the beginning. Why was that? Well, Genesis 1:25 says God created the beasts of the earth. God saw it was very good. At the end of the creation, he said everything was very good. Do we know what very good means?
What?
Yes, we do. It means no evil, no death, no carnivorous activity, right? No struggle for existence. That's what very good means. In the beginning,
T-Rexes
all
were
the beasts of the field
eating...
and the people were eating plants. Isn't that interesting? Everything vegetarian. Why is that? Well, because there was no death. There was no bloodshed. There was no carnivorous activity. That's not very good, is it? I'll show you a short clip here of some alligators and some crocodiles, and watch what they love to eat.
Ain't no way My man is about to show an alligator eat fruit. Is that a watermelons?
Eat.
There it is. There it is. I cannot believe that it took me 30 years to come to the conclusion that God exists and the Bible was right. If alligators eat watermelons, it is clear to me now that I have been enlightened and dinosaurs were created on day 6 with all land creatures. I am sorry. Take everything back, because
Now you
that
might
just
think, well, that
happened.
thing would have snapped down on anything you threw in his
One more
mouth,
time,
right?
one more time.
But
Please
keep
throw one more
watching.
watermelon.
They actually like this, and they're fed this on a constant basis. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Pretty
Chomp.
soon you'll see a little crocodile. He's going to climb up a kumquat tree, and he likes to eat
A what
kumquats.
tree?
Because
Whoa.
they've found now
Pause,
that
bro.
alligators and crocodiles love to eat fruit, and they love
I
to
think he's
eat
gonna
all
say that
sorts
word
of,
again.
vegetables and legumes and things like that. Pretty interesting. You can read articles about it. So if we go with God's word, this was not occurring until this happened. Our next F. Because
So far, the creation, he just went right past it by saying that land creatures, day 6, they were formed. Fearless, he went right past by saying that alligators eat watermelons. I don't know if I can watch this video any longer. I am trying to not be a troll and laugh and mock religious people, and this is pushing every button for me to want to do that. We're going to do one more part.
creation is groaning. It's wearing out like a garment, and we live in a sin-cursed world. How did that happen? Romans 5:12. Through one man, sin entered into the world, and death through sin, and so death spread to all men because all sinned. And it's not just men that fell. Romans 8:22. For we know that the whole creation has been groaning in the pains of childbirth until now, which would have included the dinosaurs, which means they wouldn't have operated the way they did in the beginning. And they start thinking about eating something else. Now, how do we know about the dinosaurs? They're not around today because of their bones, correct? Where did those fossils come from? Well, that's the next F, the flood, Genesis 6-9.
Because of the apple eating and the first sin, T-Rex's dinosaurs started eating meat.
The worldwide flood recorded in the Bible. The fountains of the great deep burst open. There was 40 days of intense rain. Do we even know what 3 days of torrential rain will do?
God. He's about to cover Noah's Ark. And if he tells me that Noah's Ark took on all these delicious creatures after the fallen, where T-Rexes started eating meat and becoming carnivorous, I'm going to lose my shit.
Now? Yes, we do, because we've recorded it now. All the sediments and the biomass gets mixed up together and it starts making slurries and so on. Even evolutionists now are admitting this because the evidence is just so overwhelming. Here's Dr. Phil Currie. He works with the Royal Tyrrell Museum. He
Even
wrote a book called
evolutionists.
101 Questions About Dinosaurs. Now watch what he says. He believes in millions of years. He believes in the story of evolution, but look at what he says. Fossilization is a process that can take anything from a few hours to millions of years. I wonder which one of those two processes Dr. Currie has observed.
You know what? Even though I feel bad about mocking, the fact that he said that so condescendingly, as if any human being could have observed things that happened millions of years ago. Did you observe God speaking with Noah and helping him write the Bible? What?
He goes on to say, well, the amount of time that it's
Oh,
ark
no.
simply don't allow for soft tissue to last for millions of years.
Oh,
Many
no.
people have questions about the ark and how dinosaurs would
Oh,
fit.
no.
Genesis 6:19 and 20 talks about how the fact that, two of all living creatures, male and female, every kind of animal.
So for this to even happen, we would have to first believe that God created dinosaurs on day 6, and dinosaurs are only thousands of years old and not millions. We have to believe all of that to come to the part if the dinosaurs would fit in Noah's Ark or not.
is going to go into the ark to be kept alive except for the dinosaurs. No, it doesn't say that. Oh no, every creature. So that would include the dinosaurs. Well, let's get back to the true depiction of the ark. 483 tractor-trailer trucks could fit on board that boat. But still, people have this idea in their head, but okay, even though the boat was that big, how do you get a 70-ton titanosaur on Noah's Ark? But you have to remember, just like every creature, They didn't start off huge. Here's the largest
No.
dinosaur egg we've ever found. That thing
His explanation is tiny dinosaurs.
didn't pop out of there weighing 70 tons. And by the way, the commandment was the creatures were to go on board the ark to reproduce, right, after the flood. So you're not going to take like grandma and grandpa dinosaur on board. You're going
Grandma, grandpa, dinosaurs. I can't do more. I'm sorry that you had. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just want to. I'm so mad right now. I need to read some more comments to laugh. Okay, here it is. In my observation, not all dinosaurs went extinct. We still see alligators and crocodiles and turtles and tortoises and so on. Most dinosaurs aren't around anymore. That doesn't mean all. Dinosaur is a new term. Before 1841, the entire world recognized them as simply as dragons. 10 out of 10. The word dinosaur was coined by English. Oh, but back to back, I like that. That's a pretty good algorithm. God didn't feel it necessary to explain everything to us. We aren't capable of understanding everything. He told us what we need to enter his kingdom, period. Everything else is distraction. People, fake news, dinosaurs. They hear about dinosaurs and evolution, and they're like, fake news, distraction. This is literally critical thinking dying. Slow death. I don't think I can do anymore.
These are stories, folks. Suggestion perished, but many of them went on to survive as well. That's the only explanation.
No, absolutely not. I almost wish I didn't see that. But thank you, commenter, for making me suffer through that. I really appreciate it. The commenter was probably Muslim. This is very much a Christian take on it. I did not see a video of Islam covering dinosaurs, so let's look at that. Let's look at a short.
Is there any mentioning of dinosaurs in the Quran or in the Sunnah? The answer is no. There's no mentioning to such an
You
issue.
can't see the
Why
video.
did Allah destroy? Why did Allah destroy all the dinosaurs?
Think how would humans live if dinosaurs were still alive? Only Allah is.